Thank you so much. Okay.
Sachin, Shamananda, oh, Gloria, Chinanda, everybody was online. I believe there in Coimbatore, Prabhu is there, Nrsinga Prabhu.
I'm actually
Yes.
from Melbourne, Maharaj.
No,
Narasimha
Father
Prabhu's son is
is
from
there
Melbourne,
in
yes.
Coimbatore, Nrsingan Prabhu.
உங்க அப்பா சொல்றாரு பட்டாபிராமன் பிரபு he's
There he
from
is.
he's in Coimbatore.
I can see him there. He's got his piece of paper in front of him. Hi, Nrsinga Avatar Prabhu. Nice to see you again. We met in Melbourne, you know, on this auspicious occasion. We are in Sri Vrindavan Dham. At least we're getting the opportunity to associate with the Dham. And by associating with the Dham, we hope that our hearts will become like a Dham, a suitable sitting place for the presence of the Lord. So today we're going to have the privilege of together, hoping we'll be able to welcome a wonderful devotee, a wonderful spirit soul into officially into Srila Prabhupada's family. Although we're a long way apart in Melbourne, Sydney, Vrindavan, Delhi, Coimbatore, I don't know, elsewhere. I think that's all the locales today. So we'll have a little kirtan. Okay? Is that okay, everybody, if we have a little kirtan?
Yes, Guru Maharaj.
What is this here? What animal is that? Is that a chicken? What type of animal is that?
It looks like chicken, Maharaj.
Yeah, welcome. Cluck, cluck to the chicken. Looks like there's a chicken online.
Duck or something.
Yeah. I don't know if you can see the picture. If someone's got a chicken in their icon.
That's Shamnanda Prabhu with
Okay, there you are. We can see a chicken there. Jai, welcome everybody. Thank you for joining us for this blessed moment. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namane Namo
Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine.
I ask everybody to mute their sound for the time being, because we're hearing, all different at different times, when you sing, it comes out like 5 seconds later or 2 seconds later, like that. It's just like, whoa. When I sing, then when you sing, you just keep yourself mute. Nrsinga Avatar, you are not muted. Please mute yourself. Oh, yes, you are. Padarenu, are you muted? Is he muted? Is Rishi, are they muted or not? I don't know. How can I tell?
Yeah, it's Maharaj there.
They're all muted now, including Rishi. Yeah, okay. Namaste. Saraswati Devi. Gauravani Pracharine. We have to close it shortly. Sounds like a machine gun. Nirvasesha Sunyavadi Asyachari Satarine. Namaste. Saraswati. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivastava Gauravatta Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Prabhupada ki, Shri Shri Gaur Nitai ki, Shri Shri Krishna Balaram ki, Shri Shri Radha Shamasundar ki, Shri Vrindavan Dham ki, Shri Shri Radha Ballabha ki, Shri Shri Radha Gopinath ki. What are the names of the deities in Coimbatore? What are their names?
Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra, Guru Maharaj.
Oh, Jai, Jai, Shri Shri Jagannath Baladev Subhadra ki Jai.
Jai.
Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Oh, glorious to the assembled devotees. Oh, glorious to Sri Guru and Gauranga. Oh, glorious to Srila Prabhupada. Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Shri Mate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Tinam. Namaste Saraswate Devi Gaudavani Pracharine Nivasesha Sanyavadi Pastachari Shatani. Om Jnana Timirandasya Vinanjana Shalakaya Yakshurmritam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanyam Novistam Sapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Utapada Kamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagajatam Sahagana Raganathan Vitam Tam Sajiva Sadvaitam Savadutam Harijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakanvitamscha Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Madhe Vrindavaneshwari Vishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hare Priye Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhyaevyacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Nityananda Pran Prabhu, were you or Nishinga Avatar, whoever it is, going to give a little introduction or shall I begin?
I can just give a small introduction, Guru Maharaj, if you wish to.
I don't mind. I mean, some of us here today, maybe one or two, are not familiar
Yeah.
with each other.
Yeah, I can just give a small introduction. Thank you everyone for coming here. Thank you Shamnanda Prabhu for blessing us being here. He's a senior god brother from Sydney. Uh, just want to give a small introduction about
This from Delhi.
and
Adorenu.
oh Prabhu from Delhi as well. Hare Krishna Prabhu. So it is really a great pleasure that we have Narsimha Pattabhiraman Prabhu. I think he's logged in through his grandson's Zoom ID. That's why he's coming as Rishi. I came to know about Prabhu in 2010. Yeah, 2010 or 11 when they visited Sydney, when their son was in Sydney, and he came to visit to see their newborn daughter, granddaughter, Tushani. So they spent some time in Sydney, and that's where he actually happened to get in touch with devotees. So he happened to, he was there for a very short time. He attended some of the classes that I was taking in Hornsby. So I picked him up and went, and it nothing aspired as such. But after some time, I don't know, the only thing he took back from here was the Bhagavad Gita as it is from Sydney. And over the period of time, I think he started reading and he started gaining more interest. And the meanwhile, Narasimha Avatar Prabhu moved from Sydney to Melbourne, and then he was under the guidance of Sri Ram Prabhu doing Bhakti Rickshaw classes. And as a group, they actually travel, they go every year for Dham Yatra. In 2019, where they actually went to Dham Yatra. He was at quite an elderly age as well, so somehow he could manage to go to the Dham, see Vrindavan Dham, Jagannath Puri, Mayapur. And once after the trip, he was really inspired by the devotees and the devotion, and a lot of people, like young people with family and kids, taking up this process and 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 actually adding Krishna to their life and devotion to their life. So from there, he started chanting and reading, and for his sincere efforts, he was a bit shy, though he was qualified and he was doing 16 rounds of chanting, and even his elderly age, he used to do Ekadashi fasting, but he was really shy to ask for initiation or approach anyone for that. And I really want to thank Guru Maharaj that when he came to Sydney, I just requested him. I have a friend's father who's really elderly. He's got all the qualities. He's really one of his main aspects is he really loves Prabhupada, and I requested Guru Maharaj, and Guru Maharaj very gratefully accepted it. And even I was didn't want to disturb Guru Maharaj when I was in Melbourne. I actually was on the way back from temple after hearing Bhagavatam class with Narasimha Avatar Prabhu, where Maharaj, I saw a message from Maharaj, and there was a voice message about what's happening. So I took it as a sign that that it is the right time, and we spoke with all the family members, and they were really happy for Prabhu Narasimha Pattabhiraman Prabhu to make the next step. And here I just want to thank Guru Maharaj from the bottom of my heart for making this happen. Thank you, Guru Maharaj.
Thank you, Nityananda Prabhu. Thank you, Nrsimha Avatar Prabhu. And I believe that the dear wife of Nrsimha Prabhu is with us, Bharati. Mother Bharati is there.
Yeah, she's on the right.
Yes,
Here
he's
is-
on the right.
Now, do they understand English?
Bit hard, Maharaj. Sorry.
Does your mother understand English? Nrsimha Avatar.
She can, but I think she might not understand the accent. Sorry.
Hare Krishna. Mother Bharati. Hari Bo.
Narasimha Avatar, do you want to translate to just to your mom?
Mummy, మీకు హరే కృష్ణ చెప్పని మహారాజ్.
So fortunate. Thank you so much for your love for your husband and your family. How you stayed together, served together, prayed together, and we pray that you will return to the Lord's lotus feet together. Hare Krishna. Is that okay? And is your daughter, I think Niraja is online. Is that right?
Yeah. Yes. That's a daughter online. I think they're putting the phone close to his ears so that he can hear properly.
Okay. So today we've already heard a little bit about the good fortune that we have of coming close together. There's material association and spiritual association. There are family relationships in this world which we all have to take responsibility for. And then there are spiritual relationships which continue beyond the realm of birth and death. Eternal relationships. And we're all brought together here today because of Srila Prabhupada's mercy, which he has brought to the world and combined us all from all over the planet. Most of you online at the moment have Indian origin. In fact, I think everybody has more or less Indian origin. But as you well know, this Krishna consciousness family of Srila Prabhupada's ISKCON is spread all throughout the world. We're a big family. We may not always see each other, but we all have that common, you could say, spiritual father and grandfathers and great-grandfathers all the way back to Krishna. Srila Prabhupada is still like our father. We may say grandfather, but he's still acting as our father because he is ever our guide, our inspiration in the form of his books, the mission, the memories we have of Srila Prabhupada. I think that is somebody coming online. It makes that ding noise. Excuse me, everybody. Make sure you're on mute, please, if you're not on mute already. Another devotee has joined us. This devotee is Indulekha Devi. She is from Poland. Poland or Holy Land. Very religious country. But Prabhupada has brought us above all of these designations. Naturally, we have our family responsibilities. We have our duties in life, you could say. But we also have our spiritual duty to our family, to give them the greatest opportunity to attain the perfection of human life, the perfection of self-realization, and ultimately our loving relationship with the Supreme Person, with Krishna, with Sri Bhagavan. So the process of initiation, which, if Krishna allows us, will be a part of this today, to connect, to dedicate ourselves, to become officially, let's say, a part of that great unlimited spiritual family. We're already part by nature, but we could say we've gone to sleep for a while. So this is part of the waking up process, and an important part indeed for our progress to the spiritual plane. Where today we're, on behalf of Srila Prabhupada, offering what is known in our present Gaudiya Sampradaya, the Brahma, Madhva, Yes, Madhvacharya was also from South India. This is the line that we're in. He was also South Indian descent from Karnataka. And then on to Lord Chaitanya, so it's the Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya, which goes all the way back to Lord Brahma, and ultimately, of course, all Sampradayas have their origin in the Supreme Person, Krishna. So in order to follow that path, the taking of, at the present moment, of Nam Diksha is considered to be, by our present acharyas, or those who are representing that line, to be the official connection with the parampara. Because in this age which we're in, this age of Kali, the traditional Vedic mantras, let's say the character, the quality that goes along with the chanting of those mantras, the Brahminical qualities, are very much lacking in general. It is very hard for people in this age of Kali to concentrate. It is very hard for people to understand things very clearly. It is very hard for people to perform great austerities. It is very hard even to follow basic principles of cleanliness and truthfulness and so on. So in this age of Kali, we understand from the scriptures, various scriptures, how in this age, which is Kaler Dosha Nidhe Rajan Asti Heka Mahanguna, that this age is full of various faults, very many difficulties. Iti Shodashakam Nanam Kali Karma Shanashanam. The age is full of faults. There is Eka Mahanguna. There is one great quality. Kirtanad Eva Krishnasya. The chanting of the holy names is the saving grace for this age. Krishna's appeared. Kali Kaler Namarupa. Krishna avatar. Krishna avatar in Kali Yuga is the Namarup, the form of the name, to give everyone the opportunity to become Krishna conscious, to attain the perfection of God realization, which was difficult to attain in other ages. But in this age, it has been made very simple by the mercy of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is freely giving this love of God, pure love of God. And this chanting, Iti Shodashakam Kalikama Shanashanam, counteracts all of these ill effects or shortcomings of this age of Kali. So intelligent persons in this age, Krishna Varnam Tvisha Krishna, Sangha Pangashta Pashadam, Yagyar Sankitanam Praya Yajantihi Sumedasha. Intelligent persons in this age of Kali worship the Lord, who is accompanied by his associates by the performance of Sankirtan Yajna. So chanting the holy names, the Yuga Dharma, such a simple and sublime process brought to the world in general through the pure devotees of Prabhupada. We hear the holy name. For the Lord to reveal himself through the holy name, we must hear the holy name from the disciplic succession, the parampara. Otherwise, it may remain a purifying process, a pious activity, call it what you will. But to actually make that connection, we must receive or hear it. Just like if we want to plug our electric fan into the wall, we have to put it into the authorized socket. Otherwise, we will not get any effect. Similarly, if we actually want a relationship with Krishna through the association of him in the form of the name, we have to connect to the authorized source through the disciplic succession. And our disciplic succession, which we are so fortunate to have come in contact with, no matter where we are in the world. Now we've been joined with a devotee from Holland, another devotee from India, but wherever we're from, our good fortune of connecting or having the chance to connect with that divine disciplic succession. Particularly, we're so fortunate that Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada, has brought this message all over the world. Yes, he went to Tamil Nadu, Madras. If we can mute, please, if possible.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you. He also went pretty much to all parts of India, but he also went all over the world, not just to America, but to South America, Central America, Africa, all over Asia, all but so many countries, Malaysia, Philippines, Hong Kong, Japan, Indonesia, Australia, New Zealand, so many countries. Srila Prabhupada visited wherever he could in a short span of time, spreading this mission of Lord Chaitanya, spreading the Sankirtan, the holy names, to be heard in every town and village, and this is going on widely. So the more that we can increase this family, the more happiness, the more peace we want to see in the world today. That the religions, the nations, the people in general can feel united and peaceful together, harmony in the world, utilizing the world in the way of the Lord would wish. So we have this wonderful opportunity to do whatever little service we can. We are very tiny little personalities, spirit souls. We may not be so elevated spiritually, but at least we can try to serve the spiritually advanced Vaishnavas. So Srila Prabhupada, being that pure avatar, Shakti Vaishnava avatar means not God, but it means they are representing God. They carry the Lord in their hearts. They're empowered by God to do the work of the Supreme. And for sure, Srila Prabhupada, by his acts alone, can be seen to be that person. How else could hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people in China, Russia, Africa, South America, even in the Middle Eastern countries now, hundreds and hundreds of people are chanting Hare Krishna, many of them taking initiation in this family which Srila Prabhupada has given us. So we are very grateful today to have this opportunity to welcome one very, I know, I don't have to ask, I can feel, I can see, sincere soul into Srila Prabhupada's mission, by the very kindness of his family members. And if there's any offense, we apologize at your feet. And please pray that you will bless today all of us. We will bless Nrsimha Prabhu to go further on his path. Of course, we've reached a senior age of life. I think 82 years is the age. Is that correct? Is that correct?
Yes, Maharaj.
Physically 82 years of age, but the soul is eternal. The soul has no birth or death. We are all eternal. So this initiation is really the birth into the eternal world. We have our material birth and we have our material death, or we don't welcome it, no doubt, but we cannot stop. It's a fact of life, isn't it? But we also have our spiritual life. So this is like the spiritual birth. This is literally how it's described, isn't it? Our second birth, first birth in the womb, second birth when we connect spiritual with this disciplic succession, when we connect to the Supreme Lord in this way. So normally when we give initiation, of course, there are 1 or 2 small formalities. We don't, it's almost embarrassing to ask. As a citizen, a devotee, a personality of 82 years of age, I always feel very, I would say, I don't know if embarrassed is the word for it. I feel very kind of like awkward in a sense, almost like unnecessary to ask. The 4 regulative principles, isn't it? You know, when a pious family, 80 in their 80s or whatever, later stages of life, what else is there to do? I don't think they're likely to go to the gambling casino. Can you guarantee that, Nrsimha Avatar Prabhu? Your father doesn't go to the gambling casino, does he?
Definitely not, Maharaj.
And I don't think he's going to start at this age either. You know, vegetarianism. Nrsimha Prabhu, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, Guru Maharaj. Yes, Guru Maharaj.
We are just discussing the 4 regulative principles. And as I
Yes.
said, at your age, I don't think you're going to go to a gambling casino at this age. Maybe when you're a young man, this may be a problem to some, I don't know, or some kind of gambling. And as far as sex life is concerned, you know, where does it come in at this age? And if you're already a vegetarian for so long, your family are vegetarians, what is the problem there? And as far as intoxication is concerned, well, of course, in India, we do see that many elderly Indian people do have a little fetish, a little attraction for drinking tea. Tea drinking, I suppose, is the biggest thing in India, is it not, for pious people? They may be very religious, they may be very devotional in many ways, and spiritually inclined. But tea drinking is sometimes an issue, I think, probably more than others. Am I correct to say? Yes or no?
Yes, Maharaj.
Guru Maharaj, yes.
And maybe for some of the gentlemen, you know, some kind of sport sometimes is there, isn't it? You know, some cricket or something. But how big are these things? But yes, so no intoxications. How many rounds a day are you chanting Nrsimha Prabhu?
ఎంత rounds chant చేశారు?
Daily 16 hours. I am chanting Guru Maharaj.
16?
Daily 16 hours. 16 hours chanting daily. Daily
Wonderful.
chanting 16 hours, Maharaj.
Very
I'm
nice.
also following. I am also following 4 principles, Maharaj. No meat eating, no intoxication, no gambling, no illicit sex.
Jai. Hare Krishna. I don't know if we even have to go through those, but that's nice you've said it yourself. So we also understand from those who know you, of course, I've not been to Coimbatore. We met maybe in Sydney there, and your good wife will know better. But I've heard from others that you are naturally endowed with many of the sweet qualities of a devotee. Normally we go through something different. I'm just going to, for everyone's benefit, I'm just going to go through some of these wonderful qualities of a devotee. All these qualities, by the way, are natural for the soul. They are only partly manifest in this world, but they grow the more we advance in Krishna consciousness. One of the signs of our spiritual advancement is the natural awakening of the natural qualities of the soul. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said when he was in Vrindavan that religious principles are established by the behavior of a devotee. If you can mute, if you're not on mute, please mute if you can. Kindly mute your screen or whatever you call it. So a quick run through. When Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was in Varanasi, Benares, he spoke for many, many days to one of his dearest followers, Sanatan Goswami, on the process of devotional service. He asked Sanatan Goswami to compile literatures to guide the devotees on their path back to Godhead. So a large section of that deals with the qualities of devotee, the importance of association, how we can develop those qualities. They develop by association with those who have them. But actually they're already in the heart. But by associating with those devotees who are pure in heart, our hearts become purified, and by chanting Hare Krishna purely. So a devotee, these Prabhupada, when he started the movement in 1965 in America. Of course, it's an eternal movement. But in America in 1965, in 1966 itself, he started to talk about these qualities. By the time I came, which was 1971, some years later, these qualities were pretty much posted on every door of the temple. 26. I'll go through them one by one. Kripalu, merciful. These are qualities which are they are favorable if we have them already, but they are not necessarily fully blossomed. But by pure devotion, yasyasti bhaktir bhagavat kinchana gunaisa tatra samasata saro, these qualities of the pure souls naturally develop. Akrita droha, which Prabhupada translates as humble, non-defiant. Satyasar, truthful, equal to everyone, sama. Faultless, nidosha. Magnanimous, vadanya. Midu or mild. A devotee is shuchi or clean. Akinchana, he's not attached to any material possessions. Sarvo pakaraka, he works for the welfare of everyone. Shanta, he's very peaceful. Krishna Sharana, surrendered to Krishna. Akama, desireless. Aniha, indifferent to material acquisitions. Stira, he's fixed, steady. Vichita Satguna, he controls the 6 bad qualities. Mitabuk, he eats only as much as required. Apramata, he's not inebriated. In other words, he's sober. Manada, respectful. Amani, without false prestige, respectful to all. Gambira, very grave. Karuna, compassionate to others. Maitra is a friend to all. Kavi, poetic. Daksha, expert. And Moni, silent, meaning he doesn't waste his time on activities which are not necessary and uses his time as much as possible to hear and chant the holy name or hear and chant about Krishna. These are the 26 qualities of a Vaishnava. So to be aware of that, to cultivate these qualities, particularly through the chanting of the pure holy name. So we hope and pray that whatever time we have left in our mortal bodies, that we can utilize it for the pleasure of the Lord and the welfare of all living entities in the world, and the pleasure of Srila Prabhupada, to become a little instrument as much as we can. Hare Krishna. So with all your blessings of the devotees online and those who are not online, of course, there are many, only a few of us today, because this is, for other reasons, devotees are elsewhere. Some of the devotees are in Madurai. I've heard that many devotees from Coimbatore have gone to Madurai. Is that correct?
Yes, Guru Maharaj.
Because His Holiness Jayapataka Maharaj is there. We
Yes.
worked together for many years in Malaysia, maybe 12 years we were working there. So we had a lot of association with His Holiness. And yes, thousands of disciples in Malaysia. I've just come from there actually. So yes, so now we're going to, that's how we're going to do this now. I'm going to, if I put the beads next to this screen, will you be able to take them out your end? Will that work? What do you think, Nityananda? Is it-
Zoom hasn't been advanced as advanced as that yet, Guru Maharaj. Maybe in the future.
Yeah, maybe. Mystic power. If we had that type of mystic power, you'd be able to receive them now. Now, does Nishinga Prabhu have new neck beads on already?
Not yet, Guru Maharaj. I can ask them to change the neck beads.
Place the neck beads now.
Yeah.
Somebody here to do that?
Some. Yes. We've arranged Prabhu to do that. Who's initiated?
Please
And
put them on.
Narasimha Avatar Prabhu, could you call that Prabhu and to change the neck beads?
Somebody is there.
Yeah, we've arranged for some a devotee from the temple. So Narasimha Avatar Prabhu is just connecting with them.
Nishinga Avatar Prabhu is putting them on all the way from Melbourne.
Not really. He's just calling a devotee from the
He
temple.
really has mystic powers.
He does.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna.
Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Hare
This
Rama.
other Bharati, Hare Krishna, Bharati.
Amma, Maharaj, Hare Krishna Sopi.
Hare Krishna.
Unmute sayanda. Unmute sayanda. First unmute sayanda.
Let's see. There should be 3 rounds if possible.
3 rounds. 3 rounds way.
Yes, sir.
Bharati ma, Maharaj Hare Krishna Sopi amiku.
Hare Krishna, Bharati.
So the Mataji at the back is his daughter Neeraja.
Oh,
And
Hare Krishna. So nice
and
to see you.
and the person behind Nirjama, my husband pilinda husband ni. My husband undera. So that's his husband. He made it.
Your husband?
Yeah.
Oh, so nice to see you. Thank you for joining us today. We're all pray for the welfare of everybody, and let's pray, Lord, that we can become dear to Him, bring pleasure to the Lord and all. It's like when we feed, when we take prasadam, when you take your idli and sambar, you feed the stomach. You feed the stomach. Automatically, the whole body is nourished. You don't need to feed the hand or the ear or the shoulder. Everything is nourished by feeding the stomach through the mouth. So that's like what it is. When we serve the source of everything, when we serve the Supreme Being, we're actually benefiting everybody. Not everyone may appreciate it, but that's how it works. Or like watering the root of a tree, the whole tree grows. So not that we do take care of our family. We must take care of our family. We must do our jobs or work, whatever we have to do in life. That must go on. But at the same time, we have to try to understand our inner purpose of life, to make that connection, our spiritual connection with our origin, with the Lord. So the neck beads are now on.
Yes, Guru Maharaj, they placed the neck beads.
Safe and sound? Okay, good. So Hare Krishna, Nishinga Prabhu and your dear family who are with us today. So with the blessings of everybody, we hope that this will help you all and to become closer, to become more spiritual, to become more Krishna conscious. On behalf of Srila Prabhupada, he'll be very proud to see you there, so attached to Srila Prabhupada, his teachings, his mood, his mission, and so on, his books. And we, you know, your name is already a beautiful name of Lord Nrsingadev, but we're giving a slightly different name. I understand you're naturally very gentle. You're naturally very kind to others. You're naturally, I mean, we don't need to be proud, but whatever we've been given by the Lord, we should be grateful. So humility in our relationships, we have lost them, I believe.
Guru Maharaj, we lost them. Give me 1 minute. Yeah, I think he's just put on the phone. Yes, they're on the phone.
I think it's too much for him being heard. Praises are not something he likes to do. Don't worry, we're still there. Hare
Yes,
Krishna.
there.
Whatever qualities we've been bestowed on, we can always try to remember they're simply, Krishna says to Arjuna, I am the qualities in man. So we understand they're little reflections of the unlimited qualities of God. So as you are very attached to Srila Prabhupada, normally we give a name beginning with the same syllable, N in your case. So I thought of a name beginning with N, although it's not a name of Lord Nrsingadev. It is a name which was given by Srila Prabhupada's uncle, I believe, when he was born. When Srila Prabhupada appeared in the world in Toligunj in Calcutta in 1896, the day after the birthday of Lord Krishna, called Nandotsava. So one of his uncles gave him the name related to Krishna, a very sweet name. Your name is Nandulal Das.
Haribo!
Vijay. Yes. Okay, but there you are. The Japamala, they'll be on their way to Coimbatore very soon. Nandulal Prabhu Ki Jai. Hare Krishna. Nandulal. It means the son of Nanda Maharaj, a name of Krishna's name. Nandulal is also a name given to Srila Prabhupada, so you can remember that. Prabhupada didn't use it, but he does mention that when he was born. That was one of the names which his family members gave to him. Hare Krishna. I hope that's fine and okay. And we pray for all your welfare. Thank you very much. For those who've joined us today for this short session of welcoming another soul closer and taking official shelter at Srila Prabhupada's lotus feet to this lowly soul. And we just hope that we can help bring you closer to Srila Prabhupada and closer to Krishna. Hare Krishna. Thank you all very much. Is that
Hare
okay?
Yes,
Are
Guru
you-
Maharaj.
With Nrsinga Avatar, are you okay?
Thank you so much, Maharaj. I'm so grateful to you.
Is that okay? The name okay?
Beautiful name, Maharaj. Thank you so much.
I didn't want to give another Nrsinga because you're already Nrsinga and your father's Nrsinga. And he's a very gentle soul. And, you know, I've heard from everybody that he's a gentle soul. So I thought a more gentle name, soft name as the Lord Nandulal. Is that okay? You sure? Yes? No? Yes?
Yes, Maharaj.
Yes, Maharaj.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you again. And hopefully one day we will meet in this lifetime. Let's see what Krishna's plans are. But certainly we hope that one day, at least yourself, you'll be qualified, and you can please pray if you, when you reach the lotus feet of the Lord, that this wretched soul may also have a chance of also eventually reaching that destination. So we're finished with a little kirtan. Kirtans. We'll just add those who wish to stay will have a little kirtan, and then you can do as you wish. And you can also break fast. If you've been fasting, Nrsimha Prabhu, now Nandalal Prabhu, you can break fast. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Radha Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Bolo Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Bolo. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. We lost them. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Bolo. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. We've lost them again, but what to do? I was going to say one more thing, but they're not with us. They're offline.
Yeah, it seems like some issues with the technology or the signal.
Signal there. Not to
Yeah.
worry. What's said is said, and what's done is done. Krishna knows everything. So
Yeah.
please look after Nandalal. Those who are in touch with him regularly, please look after him. Give him all the encouragement, spiritual guidance if he needs any. He's got Prabhupada's books. What more do we need? Got the holy name as our best friend to always associate with the holy name. So wherever we are, wherever we go, try to encourage everyone to chant the holy name. Encourage Nandalal. He's obviously this age, and we don't know, maybe many years to come, but usually as we get older, there are material challenges that go with it. So help them through these challenges as much as possible, so that they can remember Krishna. And then when finally we have to leave this mortal frame, the devotees will be there to help us to remember Krishna. Prabhupada Ki Jai. Thank you all very much. Hare Krishna. We bid you safe journey till we meet again. And it looks like the Ananda Vrindavan. And are you on some kind of, what are you, in a bed or what? What is that? Where are you?
Brother, Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj,
Huh?
we are in Jaipur.
We're going back home, back to Godhead. Okay.
We're going down on Monday, tomorrow night. We are now in Jaipur, Gurudev.
Oh, in Jaipur. Jaipur Ki Jai.
And we're going to Daman tomorrow. Krishna willing.
Oh, tomorrow, my goodness me. Wow.
Oh,
Hare Krishna, everyone. Haribol, Nandalal. Where are you? Nandalal. Hare Krishna. There, they're back online, but I can't see them.
Yeah.
So small. There they are. No, they're not. They're very small.
yeah,
There they are. Welcome back. We welcome Nandalal, his family, back online again. Please try to chant the holy name as sincerely and purely as you can. Try to hear the sound vibration. Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Try to hear the sound as nicely as you can. Nicely as we can. We hear Krishna, Krishna will hear us. Hare Krishna. So Haribo, everybody. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Jai.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai.
Haribo. Jai Prabhupada. Hare Krishna.